Okay. So finding your seat on your chair. Bring your ankles right beneath your knees right in front of your hips, your shoulders right above your hips. You are sitting forward at the back of your chair, so you're starting to engage your core muscles to hold you upright. Let your eyes come closed. Just take a moment to notice, to feel your body arriving here into this practice. To start to feel the parts of your body that are making contact with the earth or the floor beneath you and that are making contact with the chair. Feeling the parts of your body that are making contact with your own body. Just feeling into all those places of contact. Feeling the sensations. And then starting to notice if maybe you're sitting heavier to one side or the other. Notice if there's any gripping going on or tension. Start to notice your breath. We're going to take one big cleansing breath to start. So just take a big full inhale through the nose. And on the exhale, just let it out the mouth. And then from here, use the next inhale to feel your spine getting longer, as if somebody were actually pulling the crown of the head up by a string. So the back of the neck gets long. It almost feels like there's a slight tuck of the chin, but it's not really tucking. Just enough so that the back of the neck gets long and smooth. The spine is long. And then as you exhale, feel that drawing into the midline. That helps support the spine. So starting to feel all those muscles holding your body upright. And then on the exhale, starting to exaggerate that squeeze to exhale and empty out all of the air. And we're going to bring a count to our breath. And before we do that, start to find that ujjayi breath, that slight constriction at the base of the throat, that slight toning of the back of the throat. So you can begin to hear your breath. It's that same sensation, that same sound as if you were fogging up a mirror, that. So we'll do it once with our mouth open, and then we'll do it with our mouth closed. So take an inhale through the nose. And then on the exhale, that. And feel that vibration in the back of the throat. And then mouth closes, and try it on the inhale. And then try it on the exhale with the mouth closed. And then again on the inhale. And again on the exhale. Now we're going to add a count. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, full. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, empty. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, full. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, empty. Inhale, 1, 2. Feel that full circumference of the diaphragm all the way up. 4, hold full. Exhale, 4, 3, emptying out, squeezing back to the midline. 2, 1. Pause, empty. Inhale, 1, that balloon filling up. 2, 3, getting taller. 4, holding full. Exhale, 4, 3, squeezing to the midline. 2, pulling that navel in. 1, and pausing, empty. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, full. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, full, and then exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. And then just return to your normal rhythm of breath. Feel all the sensations of that breath work, that pranayama. The effects of those deep, steady, rhythmic breaths. And take a moment here to set any intentions you want to set for your practice. We're going to work a bit of chest opening, or really heart opening, so not just in the chest, but front and back and side of the heart. So start to send your breath there and create some space in the heart, in the side ribs, in the front, in the back, top to the bottom. And then with that intention in your mind's eye, set the hands to the heart. Maybe not so much the physical organ of the heart, but your heart of hearts. That deep knowing, that place of deep knowing in yourself. We're using our practice to try and strengthen that connection, that bond. To strengthen that sense of trust in ourselves, that connection to ourselves. And then from here, just release the arms, take the hands to the knees. Go ahead and inhale, slide the eyes open. And on the exhale, holding onto the front of the knees, let your navel pull back to your spine and the back pull to the back of the chair and your upper back round. So like you're in a cat pose, but on your seat, just rounded forward. And then as you inhale, start to lift your heart, roll the shoulders back, and even arch the spine. Keep the belly strong here, so you're kind of sticking your bum back and lifting your heart. And then as you exhale again, round back. Use that grip on the knees to create that rounding and that stretch in the back body. And then one more time, inhale, lift the heart, drop the shoulders. You can even extend the gaze kind of at a diagonal if that feels good on the neck, or just keep the neck neutral, and then exhale and round. And inhale, come back up to neutral. From here, take the hands behind you and grab for the edges of your chair. Sit kind of towards the front edge of the chair, and then roll your shoulders back and lift your heart, lift your belly, and maybe lift the gaze. And then exhale and come back to center. Now either keep that grip or slide the hands and interlace them right behind your back. Again, roll the shoulders back and maybe extend your knuckles. Hopefully there's enough space there, or maybe you have a space in your chair, or if not, come even further on the edge of the chair and just roll those shoulders back and open up. And maybe the knuckles even lift a little bit. So I'm kind of here, but seated in my chair. Good. And then keep the grip, but let your torso come to lie on your thighs. If you're too far forward on your chair, scoot back so you have a solid seat. Let your head drop. Keep the knuckles pressing back, maybe even lift them a little bit. Shoulders are lifted away from the floor and drawing down away from your ears. And then let the hands come to the sacrum, elbows bend, and then release the hands and just wrap them right under your thighs and let the head drop down. And you can wrap, like hold on to your thighs, or you can tuck your hands into your elbow creases And just let the whole upper body drape over your thighs. And then take some big breaths into the back of the body. So as you inhale, feel the sacrum. And if this feels like too much of a fold, then you're on your forearms, on your thighs, totally fine. Give yourself a little more space. Or you can even slide a pillow onto your lap and rest on the pillow. And then just take some big breaths in the back body, feeling that breath travel into the sacrum, up along the spine, and into the back of the heart. And then exhale, soften through the back of the heart, the sacrum. Release the arms. Inhale, just roll yourself up. Keep your belly firm and tone as you bring yourself up. Let the head come back up. Beautiful. Okay. Setting the ankles right under, actually let's stretch out our feet a little bit. So stretch your left heel forward. Point your toes to the floor. And then flex your toes back. So really exaggerate that pull back of the toes and the spreading of the toes, and even bring it all the way back into your thigh. So your thigh is drawing back, your kneecap is lifting, everything drawing back. Now switch it, point your toes to the floor, stretch long, that whole leg active. Good. Flex again. Firm up the belly and then lift the leg in line with the hip. If that doesn't work, hold your thigh with your hands or keep your foot on the floor. All of those are options. Point and flex, point and flex. Otherwise here you're trying to use, we're firing up our abdominals a little bit, our hip flexor. Circle out the ankle, go the other direction. Good. And then with the foot flex, draw that knee and interlace and pull the knee up to your shoulder. Good. And then circle out the ankle again. Okay. Flex the foot, cross the ankle over, drop the knee down. So you're in this figure four, shin parallel to the top of the mat. Take an inhale, sit up here. This might be a lot, or you might want a little bit of a fold. Good. Keep those left toes flexing. Breathing in here. Okay, inhale and sit up. Take your hands up into cactus. Sorry about that. Draw the shoulders back and down, and then draw the forearms back, like you're trying to touch your forearms behind you. Now, when you do that, you're going to notice your front ribs want to flare. So hug and knit your front ribs together, pull your navel in as you're drawing your forearms back. So it's kind of this teeter-totter. Forearms go back, but then ribs hug in and navel hugs in. Neck is soft, shoulders are soft. Good. Beautiful. And then on the exhale, go ahead and bring the forearms together, the palms to touch. Take an inhale if you can, keep the forearms touching. Lift the elbows a little bit. And then on the exhale, draw the elbows towards the navel, round in, round in, round in, round in, round in, till your wrists and your forearms come to your thigh bone and you're curled into yourself. And then inhale and uncurl, stretch the arms straight up overhead, separate them shoulder distance. Good. From here, take the right hand down to the side of the chair. Inhale, stretch your left arm up. As you do that, send your left knee forward and down, keeping that foot flexed, and just reach up and over to the right. Drop the right shoulder, drop the left knee, reach. So you're feeling that left sit bone really anchor down into the chair, and the left knee anchor forward and down. And if your arm doesn't like this extension, your fingers can be on your ear. Totally fine. Good. And then come right back up. Slide the hands behind the thigh. Again, keep the foot flexing to release that. Extend and bend, extend, and bend. So you're starting to feel the hamstring open as you extend and bend. And then extend, we're gonna lower with the straight leg, heel to the floor, so you can do this with the help of your arms, or you can release the arms and use your core. Keep the belly strong, keep your spine upright, so try not to round back to counter that. Keep super tall, 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 and extending through that heel until it comes down. Inhale, sit up tall, exhale, just hinge forward. Make sure your chair is solid, on a solid surface, so it's not gonna slide out from under you. Toes rolled back, heart extended forward, crown of the head extended forward. Okay. Slide yourself back up, slide that left foot in, extend your right heel out, pull the toes back, spread them out. Just open up into the sole of the foot and start to open into the back of the leg here. And then point the toes strongly. You're feeling the top of the ankle. And then flex the toes back again. There's that drawing all the way up. And then firm up the core and lift the leg. And then point and flex. And again, you can hold the thigh here or not. Flex and point. Circle out your ankle without letting the whole leg rotate. So just the ankle. Go the other direction. Good, and then bend the knee, interlace around your shin bone and hug that knee into the ankle or into the shoulder, and then circle the ankle again. Flex the foot, cross the ankle over for your figure four. So now right shin parallel to the top of your mat. Right foot flexing, inhale, sitting up tall, staying right here if this feels like enough, or finding that hinge forward. Sits bones anchor into the chair, heart extends forward and the shoulders draw back. Feel that full extension of the spine from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head with the neck long and the breath deep. You can always practice that Ujjayi breath, that toning, that vibration at the back of the throat to slow down and deepen the breath. Really nice tool to have when you're stuck in traffic, although none of us are stuck in traffic these days, but it can be helpful if you are there. Okay, so now we're sitting up tall again, inhaling. Take the arms back into that cactus. Firm up the core, so navel in, ribs in, forearms back. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, ribs in, belly in, forearms back. And then exhale, forearms together. Inhale, lift the elbows. Keep squeezing them towards one another if you can. And then exhale, you're curling in, like this little tucking in to yourself. Elbows towards the navel, chin towards the chest, curling in. And then on the inhale, as if you're unfurling, unwinding, stretch the arms up tall, separate and sit up tall. And then exhale and let that left arm come down. Find your chair, something to stabilize you. Inhale, stretch up through that right arm, send that right knee forward, and now make sure this foot's still flexing. And then just reach up and over. Anchor that right sit bone down so your right hip is sitting into the chair. And then the right arm is reaching up and over. Good, and then as you inhale, pull yourself up. Release the hand, slide it under the thigh to help release that ankle. Extend and release, extend and release. Sit up tall here. Next time you come extended, hold it there. Hold it with the hands perhaps, or let go of the leg. Sit up tall, lower that leg, pull the belly in, lower, 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 heel to the earth, toes rolled back, inhale, exhale, hinge yourself forward. Good. Inhale and bring yourself upright. Slide that foot back in so ankles are under the knees. Inhale and extend both arms forward. Exhale, pull the belly in. Shift the weight into the feet and stand yourself up. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, lower the arms, bend the knees, sit back, bellies in. Reach back, make sure the chair is there, and sit down. Now, if the chair felt a little bit farther away than you'd like it, sit a little further back. We're going to do about 3 more of those. Inhale, take the arms forward. Exhale, pull the belly in. This time we hover right as we bring that weight into the feet. So shift the weight and hover and hold. So my bums are right off the chair. My toes are lifted. My balls and my feet are anchored, and my heels are anchored, and my arches are lifted. 3, 2, and then I'm going to press into my feet to stand up and lift the arms. Inhale. Same thing, we hover on the way down. Exhale, the arms come forward, pull the belly in, start to sit back, sit back, sit back. When you think you're close, or maybe you brush the chair with your bum, sit there. Pull that low belly in, feel your low back get long, hold it. 3, 2, and sit yourself down. 2 more like that. Hovering on the way up. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, find your balance, hover. 5, get the neck long. 4, pull the belly in. 3, pull your ribs in. 2, press the earth away, stand up. 1, inhale. Let's go back down. Exhale, start to bend the knees and lower the arms. 3 and 2, and hover. 5, 4, 3, 2, and sit. Okay. Now we're going to do those fun little tap and lifts. We'll do 4 of them. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, pull the belly in. So really firm in your core. That's what's holding you. Hover, tap, hover, tap, hover. 2 more, tap, hover, tap, press the floor away, stand up. Same thing on the way down. Lower the arms, bend the knees, lower the hips, keep the knees tractioning over your toes. Tap, hover, tap, hover, tap, hover. 1 more, tap, hover, tap, sit. Nice work, you guys. Extend both legs out in front of you. Hold your chair and just hinge yourself forward. Toes pulled back. Heart reaching forward, neck reaching forward. Good. And then come on up. Bend the knees. Extend the arms, inhale. Exhale, stand all the way up. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hands to Anjali Mudra. Take a moment here, feeling your feet on the ground, and you can shift your weight front to back, side to side. See if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, and try that. Just close the eyes. And as you close the windows to the outside world, you're sending that attention and that focus inward. You're feeling your feet on the earth, that stability in your feet and in your legs. Maybe your gaze is open, and that's fine. Good, and then everyone open your eyes and release the hands. We're gonna take the chair so that the back of the chair is facing towards us at the top of our mat. And we're gonna start with our left leg right in front and in the mid, well, it can actually, let's see, towards the front and to the left. What leg did I say? Yeah, left leg of the chair. So left leg forward towards the left, right leg's gonna slide back, and you're gonna have your feet about hip distance apart. Back foot's at about a 45-degree angle with the toes facing forward. Start with both legs straight and just hold that chair for balance, and then draw the outer left hip back. Press into the outer edge of that right leg. Now, keep the belly firm, and start to bend your front knee just until it comes over your ankle. Now draw your shoulders back over your hips, and draw that outer left hip back. Press into your right foot, especially the outer edge of the foot, the pinky edge of the foot, and feel that right hip flexor starting to open. Good. Now you're going to hold the chair with the left hand and take your right arm straight up. Keep your legs just as they are. Reach up and over to the left. Take a big inhale, press into your right foot, reach through your right arm and feel that whole right side opening. Good, deep, long breaths here. And then on the inhale, bring yourself upright. Keep that right arm long, or it can be bent, like in more of a cactus if your arm doesn't like this extension. Bring the arm back by the ear if that works for you. Pull your front ribs and your belly in. Bend into that front knee again. Pull into your low belly. Press into your back foot. Good. And then set your right hand where your left hand is. So it's at a diagonal now. Good. Keep a bend in that left knee. From here, you're going to take this left arm, extend it forward. And then inhale, get tall, and as you exhale, start to take that left arm, maybe start it out to the side, that might be enough, or you might start to take it back, back, back. Good. So now you're twisting a little bit. Now this right arm can stay holding the chair, or it might extend forward and just have your forearm for balance. So you choose. You can hold on to the chair, totally fine. You can balance. You're still in that warrior one leg. Good. Bring that left arm back around, grab the chair, right hand grabs the chair. Straighten your front leg, pick up your back heel so you're now on the toes of the back foot. Toes of the back foot, and then set the heel directly behind your toes. So instead of angling it at 45 degrees like we did the last one, now it's straight behind. Kneecaps lift on both legs, take an inhale, and on the exhale, hinge at your hips so your torso starts to come forward. Now, if you're running into your chair like I am, you might scoot that chair forward and then hinge a little bit deeper. Depends on what feels good. I'm holding my chair for stability, drawing my outer left hip back and reaching my heart forward. Good. My kneecaps are lifted in both legs. Really nice, you guys. Okay. Come back up. Bend into that front knee again. Set your hands where you have some stability. If you need that chair back closer to you, inch it back. From here, you're going to come onto the toes of the back foot, and you're just going to wiggle, 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 wiggle that foot back as much as is comfortable till you come into this high lunge with the heel off the ground. Now, if this does not feel stable, it does not feel comfortable, you are either staying where we were, you can come back into that warrior one with the heel on the ground, okay? Or the heel is off the ground and you're in this high lunge. Now, bend your back knee, pull your belly in a lot, get your shoulders over your hips, and then try and straighten out that back leg. Okay. The chair is your stabilizer. Now, with the heel lifted, take that right arm up again. Now, if it doesn't feel stable, keep the arm down, no big deal. Then, reach up and over to the left. So it should be a big opening in that hip flexor. Good. And then arm comes back up. Hand comes to the chair. From here, bend into that front knee, and you're just going to pick up that back foot, step it a little closer. So you have more stability. Good. From here, step both legs back. Take the arms to the top of the chair, just depends how high it is in terms of how far back you go. Hips over the heels. Lift your kneecaps. You can even soften your knees, and then press your hands into the top of the chair and drop your heart down. Keep pressing your hands down and rolling the biceps up to the sky, pulling your front ribs in a little bit and your belly in, but then dropping towards the floor. So big opening on the chest and the back. Good. To come out of it. Strong legs, strong core, press into your hands, lift yourself up. From here, we're going to switch and take the right leg in front. I'm just going to move the chair so you can see me. So right foot's going to come towards the right leg of the chair. Left foot is going to step back, and again, you're at about hip distance alignment. That back foot's at about a 45-degree angle with the toes pointing kind of off to the side. Bend into your right knee, press into the outer edge of that left foot and start to feel that left hip flexor open. Now feel your low belly lift, shoulders stack right over the hips. You're bending into that knee so it stacks over the ankle. Just take a moment here in your warrior one. Drawing that outer right hip back and the left hip forward a little bit. So you're trying to square to your chair, although your hips won't exactly square forward, and that's fine. Okay, keep pressing into that back foot, bending into the front knee, and lifting through your belly. Now take your left arm and reach it up. From here, take it up and over to the right. Press into your left foot, reach through your left arm. Keep your shoulders and your hips pretty much forward. Steady with the breath. And then inhale, take the arm straight up. Reach up through that arm. You can stay right here or start to take the arm back by your ear so your heart starts to lift a little bit more, but then lift the belly and pull the ribs in. Come upright. Set the hand to the chair. Straighten out your front leg. Pick up your back heel and bring it directly behind your toes and then set it back down. Lift both kneecaps, square the hips, and then again, if you need to inch that chair forward, go for it. And then hinge yourself down. Kneecaps are lifting in both legs. Spine is long here. Breathe. Come back up, hold on to the chair, bend into your front knee again, either angle the heel in again or lift the heel and scooch it back. Bend the front knee over that ankle, bend the back knee to pull the belly in, keep that, and then straighten out your back leg. So you're in a high lunge, which is a lot of work on the feet and the legs. So if your body's not feeling it, no worries, set your foot flat. Left arm reaches up. You should feel a nice opening in that left hip. Reach up and over to the right again. Keep your belly firm. Keep your ribs knitting together here. Keep your inner thighs almost like they're scissoring together. Come back up. Take the arm back by the ear. Lift the heart. Set the hand back down, shift the weight into the front foot, pick up the back foot, step your front foot back, hands to the top of the chair, firm into the hands, biceps up, sink the heart. Long in your spine, soft in your knees, firm in your core. Really nice, you guys. Press into the hands, press into the feet, and bring yourself up, and just walk yourself forward. Now we're gonna switch, turn the chair around so the seat is facing you now. Come grabbing onto either edge of the seat. Walk your feet back so you're kind of in this tabletop, depending on your chair. But ideally, your hips are pretty much over your ankles and your shoulders are kind of close to over your wrists. Something like that. Soften the knees. Inhale, so same thing we did when we were seated with holding onto our knees, that arch and that round we're doing here on our hands and feet. So exhale, curl the tailbone, pull the belly in round. This time, press into your hands and feel a strong opening in that upper back. And then as you inhale, bend into your knees, lift your tailbone. Start to scoop your heart forward and up as your shoulders drop down and the back of the neck lengthens so that the crown of the head reaches forward. And then again, exhale, start the tailbone tucking, rounding, pressing into your hands, letting the head go. And then inhale, letting the tailbone lift and the heart extend forward and the crown of the head reach forward. And then one more time, exhale, round. and inhale to neutral. Good. From here, set the left hand a little closer to the middle of the chair and bring the right arm up. That's what I forgot on the other side. Set that right hand down and bring the left arm up. I knew I forgot something. Good. And set that left arm down. Good. From here, soften the knees, bend into the elbows. Maybe set your forearms onto the seat of the chair. Maybe hold onto the legs of the chair, but let the whole upper body hang as much as feels comfortable. Bend the knees as much as you need to for this. Good. Walk your hands up the chair. Inhale, get long in the spine. Feel the back of the legs charge, so get super long. Now from here, take one hand onto your, one hand onto your thigh. See how that feels. We're gonna start to take the hands off the chair. See if the other hand can come off the chair without rounding your spine, so keep the back really strong. Good. Then from here, maybe stay here, maybe take the arms out from your hips like you're flying. Strong legs, strong core. Stand yourself up. Keep the hands as they are. Now you're just standing on your own 2 feet, pressing the back of the hands back, pulling the front ribs and belly in, shoulders down, back of the hands pressed back, ribs and belly in. Good, release that. Take the arms straight out from the shoulders, palms forward, so you're in this T position. Ribs and belly and back of the hands pressed back. Ribs in, belly in, back of the hands pressed back. It's like you're squeezing a pencil between your shoulder blades. And then release that. Take the arms up into this diagonal V shape from your shoulders. Thumbs are pointing back now. Pinkies are pointing forward. Same thing, ribs in, belly in. Thumbs go back. Ribs come in, belly comes in. Thumbs go back. Release that. Take the arms straight up over the shoulders, pinkies forward, thumbs back, same thing. Ribs in, belly in, arms back by your ears. Ribs in, belly in, arms back by your ears. Beautiful. Release that tension. Cactus the arms again. From here, knees soft. Start to tip your elbows forward and your fingertips back and open in the chest. So it's a little kind of a opening in the chest here. Elbow tips move forward, fingertips go back. And if you're feeling unsteady, you can sit down and do the same move. Good. And then exhale, belly and ribs in, forearms come together, palms come together, and you're right in that same spot, hinging forward. Hands come back to the chair. Inhale, tailbone, heart, crown, rise. Exhale, tailbone, heart, crown, curl. One more time, inhale, open up. Exhale, round in. Okay, inhale back to neutral. From here, again, knees soft, belly in, one hand to the thigh, other hand to the thigh, or you're holding onto the chair. Stay here, hold on the chair, or take your arms by your hips again, palms forward, back of the hands up, and then unhinge, come up. Now from here, flip the hands around, so now the palms are facing back, bend the elbows, and interlace your hands. Roll your shoulders back and down, and then maybe extend your arms. That may or may not happen. If they're extended, try and see if the palms want to come together. Now, when you do that, notice what your ribs do. So same thing, ribs in, belly in, arms lifted, shoulders dropping. Neck is long. Stay here. This is beautiful. Or if you feel steady and you want to soften the knees and you want to hinge forward, you can do that. If you feel unsteady, stay upright. Let the head go. Lift the knuckles high. Good. To come out of this, bend the knees, press through the knuckles, stand yourself up. Good. Release the hands to the sacrum, release the clasp of the hands. Now we're going to take the chair so you can stand next to it. So you can have it facing whatever direction works, but you want something that you can hold onto. And you're going to start by, let's bring the chair into the middle so we just walk around to the other side. So standing to the left of your chair, shift the weight into your left foot and pick up your right knee. Okay. Start here. Then see if your right hand can hover over that chair. Take the left arm up, maybe take the right arm up, or you're holding onto the chair. Yeah? Okay. From here, take that left arm forward, right in front of your shoulder, and twist your chest to the right towards the arm of that chair. The seat of that chair. Then your knee is forward, your hip is forward, your chest is rotating to the side. You might stay right here, or you might hover that right hand, or you might even extend that right arm back. Good. Set the hand back to the chair. Bring your torso back forward. Extend that left arm back up. Set that right leg down. From here, left hand comes to the thigh, right arm stretches up, and just reach over. So we don't have the chair. And if you feel unsteady, you'll just walk around to the other side so you have the chair. Good. Unwind that. Okay, from here, go ahead and walk around to the other side of your chair. Shift the weight into the right foot now and pick up your left knee. Firm up through the belly, soften through that standing leg. Take the right arm up, hover your left. Maybe take it up too. See how that feels. Good. And then set it back to the chair. Right arm comes forward. Take an inhale, stand up tall, lift out of your standing leg, and then exhale, rotate your chest to the chair, but keep the knee forward, hip forward. Maybe hover that hand, maybe extend it back. Hand to the chair, chest comes forward, arm comes up, release the foot, stretch both arms tall, release the right hand down to the thigh, reach the left arm up and over. And then stretch that arm, come right back up. Okay. From here, take the chair one more time. Actually, just flip it around. Widen the legs so you're in a straddle in front of the chair. And I'll turn sideways so you can see me. You're straddling your chair. Lift your kneecap, squeeze your inner thighs. Take your forearms onto the seat. From here, keep your left forearm down, elbow under the shoulder. Float your right arm straight out to the side, and then maybe rotate it up to the sky. And then lift that left hip at the same time. Pull your ribs and your belly in at the same time. And then release that right arm down. Take an inhale, get long, and then take that left arm, reach it up. And then your hips are going to want to rotate. You try not to let the hips rotate and take it from the upper back, ribs, belly in. And then release that arm down. Take the hands to the back of your chair. Reach back, get long through the whole torso. So sits bones reach back, arms reach forward. Head can even rest right on your chair here maybe, depending on your chair. And then slide the hands to the front, soften your knees, stand yourself up, and heel toe your feet together. And then stand yourself up. Okay. I want to do a wall stretch. So ideally you guys have a wall that you can use. And And this will be our last little bit we do. So mine's gonna be a little funky because I'm gonna be back here. So you're gonna wanna take your arm, so stand sideways with your shoulder next to the wall, and then your hips facing to the side. Turn your chest towards that wall. Reach your arm at a diagonal from your shoulder. Can you see? You can kind of see. Good. Now, this other arm is kind of a kickstand. It can stay on the wall. It can come to your hip. You're just going to start to roll your chest away from that wall, but keep rolling that shoulder back and down. So you're wanting to open your chest muscle. My arm is reaching at a diagonal up and back from my shoulder. I'm pressing to the wall, and then I'm rolling my chest away from that arm. So my whole pec is getting a stretch. Good. And then I'm going to release that tension, turn myself around, take my other arm at a diagonal on the wall, turn my hips, find that diagonal reach, press my hand into the wall, and then start to roll my chest away. Roll that shoulder back and down, and then draw that chest away. So how much it goes is just depending on your chest. You want to feel it right in that pec. Draw that shoulder down out of the ear. There can be a little bend in this elbow. And breathe. I don't want to knock my picture off the wall. Good. And then just gently release the tension on that. Come away from the wall. Just roll out your shoulders a few times. And go the other way. Good. And then we're going to come down for a couple of neck stretches. So go ahead and set your chair down. However it works, sit yourself down. Go ahead and take your right arm out to the side, spread your fingers. Good. And then reach it out in line with the shoulder and flip the palm so it's pressing away from you and the fingers are spreading. Take the pinky finger down, take the ring finger down, take the middle finger down, take the index finger down, open the hand, grab the thumb, take all the knuckles down and press the wrist away. Good. Now open the palm back up, facing down, stretch out. Good. And then release it just down by your hip. Now drop your ear, left ear to your left shoulder, chest forward, shoulders down. Spread your fingers again, and this might be enough, or keep reaching and extending through that right arm until it comes right up in line with the shoulder. Good. Now take your chin and tilt it towards the collarbone. And then bring the chin back up to neutral. Keep extending through that arm, reaching and lowering, reaching and lowering, reaching and lowering. And then once it comes down, keep your ear dropping to your shoulder. Maybe slip that arm around your back. Hold on to your pants or your t-shirt. Roll the shoulder back and just drop here. Release your arm. Take the right arm or left arm and hand and help the head up. My daughter is texting me right now while I'm trying to teach. Ooh, I have 10 minutes left, 10 minutes. Okay, extend out through that left arm, spread the fingers, drop the shoulder. Reach out and extend and lift up. Flip the palms of the wall. You're pressing the wall away, shoulders dropping. Spread and stretch and extend that pinky finger, and then the ring finger, and then the middle, and then the index. And grab your thumb and draw all the knuckles down and press the wrist away. Good. And then flatten out the hands, spread the fingers, and reach and lower and reach and lower and reach and lower. And then just let the arm relax. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Start to open the left side of the neck. And you can stay here or extend and reach through that left arm. Spread the fingers and start to extend and lift, extend, and lift until it comes right in line with the shoulder. And then take your chin and drop it to the collarbone. And then lift the chin. And then keep extending and reaching and extending and reaching as you lower, as you lower, as you lower. Left ear or right ear still heavy to the right shoulder. Once you come down, bend the elbow and maybe slide that arm back behind your back. Roll your shoulder back and down, grab onto something and stretch through that whole shoulder and neck. Beautiful. And then just release the arm. Take the right hand and help your head up. Drop your chin to your chest. Breathe into the back of the neck. And inhale, roll yourself up. One more time with those cat-cows. Hold on to your knees. Exhale, round your spine back. Inhale, arch and lift the heart. Exhale, round back. Inhale, sit up tall. So from here, we're going to come into our final resting pose, a little twist before we get there. You're welcome to stay seated up on your chair. If you want to come reclined, it's really nice to have that chair to rest your legs on. It's a very restorative pose. So sit with your hip kind of to the middle of the chair and then roll yourself down and take your legs up onto the seat of the chair. Good. And then once you're here, and again, you can just be seated in the chair, that's fine too. Take your arms out into a T. Take your knees in towards your chest. Slide your hips over to the right. Drop your knees over to the left. Anchor the back of the right shoulder down. Let the left hand just rest on the outer right thigh. Send your top hip away from your chest. It's like you're trying to lengthen it towards that chair. And then release that top leg. Let it come up first, and then the other leg. Use the legs on the chair to slide your hips over to the left now, so you land on that right side. Bring the knees in. Drop that right knee down and the left knee down. Anchor the left shoulder to the floor. Send your top hip away from your chest. To come out of this, lift the top leg first. Bring the bottom leg up too. Set your legs on the chair and then press into your feet, and if you can, just swivel your hips a little side to side. It's like you're using the strength of your legs to just kind of swivel your hips and then land them down with the spine long, the tailbone long, down to the earth. And then take the knees and bring them in wide to your shoulders. And then slide the hands to the back of the thighs and take your feet up to the ceiling and circle out both feet. And go the other way. And then take the knees, or the hands back to the knees and circle out the knees. And go the other way. It probably won't be super big with that chair there. And then knees together and circles on the ceiling with your knees. And your feet can rest on the top of the chair if it's in the way. And then go the other way. And then rest the feet onto the chair. Release the arms down by the side, away from your body, the shoulders out of the ears, the eyes closed. We're going to come back into that controlled. Nope, we're going to take 3 cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth here. So just take a full inhale through the nose, fill up. And exhale, let it out the mouth. 2 more like that. Big inhale, fill up. And exhale, empty out. 1 more big, full, deep inhale. And on the exhale, let it all go. Shavasana. Let all the effort go out of your breath, out of your body, your mind, and let the whole body just rest here. Let the bones get heavy, and the body be pulled by gravity down to the earth, allowing yourself to be as heavy as you actually are. Shine by M. Claire. God says for me to tell you this: nothing needs fixing. Everything desires a celebration. You were made to bend so that you could find all of the many miracles at your feet. You were made to stretch so that you could discover your own beautiful face of heaven just above all that you think you must shoulder. When I appeal to God to speak to me, I'm feeling just as small and alone as you might feel. But this is when, for no particular reason at all, I begin to shine. If you are able to stay in Shavasana, I encourage you to stay just as you are. If you're needing to transition to the rest of your day, just start by feeling your body. By feeling a deep breath come in and out, in and out. By feeling the rise and fall of your belly. And taking a moment before you move to just notice and feel your body. Making your way all the way from your head to your toes, or your toes to your head. Take a moment to feel not only your physical body, but feel into that emotional, mental body. And when you're ready, start to bring some movement into your body, starting with maybe the hands and the feet or whatever feels called to move first. And then let both hands once again come to rest right on your heart. Take a moment to come back to your intention, to send yourself love and gratitude, compassion and respect. May we be at peace. May our hearts remain open. May we be awakened to the light of our true nature. May we be healed. May we be a source of healing for all beings. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you on Wednesday.